Hey YouTube, I got another round recap of Operation Devil Dogs for you, of round 4 this time, or rather almost round 4. We still have to finish. We still have to finish the Republic of China's turn. Waiting on that, but just to get the ball rolling and stuff, figured just do the recap because this is the majority of round 4 before going into round 5. Furthermore, here is the casualties in the boneyard dish. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of British naval units, a few Germans as well. Some neutrals were taken out, but besides that, or aligned, but besides that, I would say, fairly conservative turn. Of course, the cost of these units does add up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, this is casualties from this round. Not crazy exciting besides the C units there. But anyway, on with the show. Okay, Austria-Hungary. Austria-Hungary placed a trench works in Dalmatia this turn. They also, what is it? They took out contested Crimea, and they bulked up against Italy. Let's see, Italy, as you can see, there was some conflict over here on this front. Italy took out Tyrol and is in there with their stack. That's their main force up there. Austria-Hungary was anticipating something, though, and stocked up in Dalmatia, since Dalmatia's got the naval base. You know, you never want to lose those, so the conflict naturally drifts up to Tyrol in the tug-of-war between Austria-Hungary and Italy. What else? We got units up in Austria-Hungary is in Western Ukraine with the Germans right now. And as you can see on Germany's turn, the stack of Germans that were in Western Ukraine came down to Crimea after the Russians went and moved their stack from the bulk of their stack from Eastern Ukraine to Volga. And they placed a trench works in Eastern Ukraine. Let's see, besides that, yeah, we got some Bulgarian cavalry going on, and we got a fighter in Dalmatia. This is all the stuff from the Austrians that's in Western Ukraine, and all of this stuff of the Germans is in Crimea. But for a moment, they were together in Western Ukraine. All right, and then again, these Italians are in Tyrol, right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, Russia, next in the turn order. Russia took out the German transport that was in 26 and braved the mines and did not get a hit and automatically killed that. He built up in Petrograd, which is still the capital, and continued to pump the 3 units he can into Moscow. Germany cannot get too close to Petrograd because that allows Russia to purchase a capital move, an immediate capital move to Moscow, which, considering what's going on over here, I'm pretty sure that's what he wants to do. He's been keeping his fast movers, his trucks and his cavalry in central Russia, anticipating some kind of major shift, I suppose. But what it does look like what's possibly happening is that the Allies may or may not be trying to meet up here in Caucasus or something. So that is possible. The British, prior to me filming this video, the British were in Turkmenia, but then came down on their turn and knocked out Persia. All right. Anyway, enough of that. Sticking to the turn order of the recap of the turn order. Next up, Germany. Again, I am playing as Germany, and Krautfather is my partner. He's playing as Austria-Hungary and the Ottomans. We are playing against Jonah and the Madman, my co-creator of this game, as the Allied powers. And Madman is playing as Russia, Italy, and the U.S. And Jonah is playing as, and also he's playing as the Empire of China. Jonah, on the other hand, is playing as the what we call the 3-headed monster, the British Empire, French Republic, and the Empire of Japan. All right, but interestingly, this round Jonah had a timing issue and some other stuff going on. So Madman filled in for him and did his turn basically this whole round and stuff. So that's fun stuff. Anyway, okay, so Germany had a crazy turn, and previously we had a big British fleet up here in Season 1 between Greenland and Iceland. Season 1. Previously, at the time existing German fleet from 21 went up there, and then the British Empire from Season 20 gave chase after they had Sneaky Carled using a cruiser, Sneaky Carled Season 20, so that he could not load his 3 transports in there. So on Britain's turn, they basically had scattered previously. The Germans then, and then with a dreadnought and 4 cruisers up in Season 1 after the battle, the German Navy got wiped a little bit, not unfairly, but first round I got no hits against them, which was always a shame, but whatever, it is what it is, it's dice, right? And then, eye for an eye kind of happened. I had, Germany had done a major sub buying, I believe, 8 subs, and Germany went and used their unrestricted submarine warfare capability this round, on round 4, to attack the British Navy and wipe out what was left. The Brits only got 1 hit against them, so 8 subs entered Season 1, 7 subs remain. So for that one round, basically unrestricted submarine warfare, how it works, you get, when you declare it as Germany, all your subs attack at 3, and then all subs convoy with 3 dice each until your next turn and stuff. So that was that. So 8 subs went and knocked out that Navy in Season 1 with 7 remaining, and then 1 sub. There was also a sub in Season 23. 1 sub went into Season 20 to convoy Britain, and unfortunately for the Germans, their 3 dice resulted in no hits, so no convoy, no unrestricted submarine warfare convoy against the Brits in this game. What a shame, but that's okay. France had previously gone over here into Season 3 to knock out some German cruisers. With a French cruiser remaining, that cruiser went into Season 20 just to not attack that sub, but just to enter it. Blocking this cruiser here from being able to come down to where Britain built a new fleet and brought their transports and a sub back up to here, where they then built 2 subs, 2 cruisers. Oh, no, they built 2 subs and 2 dreadnoughts, brought up another 2 cruisers from here, and then 2 American cruisers this turn met up with them. Or they were finally able to get some British troops on the mainland, bridging units over from Wales to Brittany. The Canadians are still stuck, as well as their Danish colonizer allies. Let's see. Germany backed out of Lorraine, leaving it contested with just 1 guy, backed all their expensive units out, but since there were the units that were in Lorraine, it was contested, so they were able to attack the air units. The Zeppelins came down and were able to attack Burgundy, which was contested. They were able to attack that, and fighters and the Red Baron were able to come out and attack Belgium and then group in Alsace. Germany had a field day with field technology this turn. I had 2 technology tokens, and I scored 4 technological achievements. So that was fun. Germany got as you can see here, a new trenchworks and a minefield. And since you place a trenchworks, you upgrade any existing trenchworks, which means that the trenchworks and that they had in play down in Germany's Africa got updated with barbed wire. So those 2 together now absorb 4 hits if attacked. So this is going to be a real thorn in the Allies' spine, for sure. And then what else? Previously we had gotten improved sea mines. Where was it? So I got a minefield, trenchworks. And they got an elite. So there's an elite marker, a German elite on the Western Front as well. And then they got a 6 and opted for a player's choice of a where is it? Here we go. A machine gun. So in since that stack was in Western Ukraine, we were able to add a machine gun into it, and then move it, keeping pace with the Russians, attempting to kind of keep them in check. So they moved down into Crimea. These units moved over. These units moved down. Combat continued in Belarus, but scoring no hits and just keeping it contested. And let's see, we got a decent amount of trucks in our cavalry that can go either way in Poland. And let's see, there's that. Down here in the Indian Ocean, the Japanese have been freed up to attack some German colonies. And so finally making way from Qingdao down. The remaining Central Power Pacific Fleet finally left the Pacific, so they got their one-time national objective for there being no Central Power ships in the Pacific. And the Austrian cruiser and 2 German cruisers went to 44, where 2 transports loaded with their previously successful raiding units of New Zealand came over to 46, where they're just loaded on those transports right now. And they are also out of the Pacific. And Japan can only their sea units can only stay within the Pacific, basically. So this is the extent of their range, as well as over here. They cannot move their sea units out of those territories. So anyway, these guys are on their way over here to cause some mischief. In Africa, Britain had consolidated into South Africa and took German West Africa, leaving some territories empty. So Germany snagged Angola and Portuguese East Africa and backed up to German East Africa. We also had some conflict in British East Africa, but didn't get any hits, or only got 1 hit when we needed 2 against an Italian force. And then, as you can see, the Ottomans on their turn snagged. These are the Darfur units. They snagged British East Africa, so that's cool. The French also contested Germany in Nigeria. These 2 units over here. And we have a British and Italian and French mingling going on over here by the Suez. We got 1 French infantry that started in Madagascar, hopping on a British transport. French transport coming down to meet up. That dreadnought is still damaged. The other one undamaged. Britain, like I said, attacked Persia, came down, changed their course of plans. It looked like these 2 teams were going to meet up. The French guy, the one Frenchie, he continued on his path, but everybody else came down. Everybody else came down to Persia. So we will see what happens here, because the Ottomans on their turn moved up to Crimea and met up there. Let's see. Italy has been holding the fort in Africa. Let's see, what else did the Ottomans do? Ottomans basically just fortified what they had. Met up in Crimea with the other forces. And split their forces a little bit. They got a fighter on each major front for them. And let's see what else. That's basically about it. They got a tech breakthrough of a machine gun this turn, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly. But yeah, they have a machine gun and trench works in Palestine, and the Brits have a machine gun in Palestine. So fun stuff. Britain also built a truck in India, so we'll get some more unit movement there. Let's see what else. France attacked Burgundy and only got 1 hit against the 2 that were there, 2 German units that were there. So Burgundy remained contested, and Lorraine continued to grow, taking out the 1 German unit, and he moved his towing units back to Paris, so on and so forth. That transport met up with the French transport met up with the Brits up here, and like I said, the Brits built all that stuff and pulled out of London. There's no German transport, so London is completely safe from any amphibious assault. Let's see. Backing up to Germany a little bit, you can see Germany did like a mass buy here, with their previous turn. The result, the amount of casualties they got in Lorraine, they kind of had to start offset. As much as Germany wants to send a bunch of stuff at Russia, they had to help offset that a lot. So snag Belgium and built in Rhine province, built up defense in Alsace, where all this stuff will, and also in Bavaria, where all this stuff will hopefully collectively meet up. Maybe in Alsace, I would imagine, probably. And then also all those ground units were built in Brandenburg with the truck coming back from Poland. Anyway, let's see, what else? That is the question. Going off of memory here. Oh man, this is a fast-paced moving game, which is always nice. Yeah, basically, like, back into Italy. Italy took out Tyrol and continued with a push of forces this way. Italy has three techs in that army, which is pretty cool. Poison gas, machine guns, and elites. They also built a cruiser this turn as well. Austria had built a sub, if I'm recalling correctly, this turn. So we have that, like, slow naval race happening as well. Okay, and then last but not least, America now finally at war with Germany. Germany had also declared war on America at the same time they declared unrestricted submarine warfare. They have until round 5 to declare war against America before America can declare war against them, and they have until round 5 to declare unrestricted submarine warfare before it just becomes ineffective. So by doing so, because America had attacked German-aligned Mexico, they declared war against them, so Chile automatically flips to German once they're at war with the US and stuff. So Germany does control Chile, but for the first game that I've played, Germany has Chile without having to step foot in it. So this is kind of cool to see this pan out. America's going to be making some money and making steam this way. America also aligned the Azores for Britain, so Britain gets an extra dude here. And yeah, they just are set to pounce, and they moved like I said, they moved 2 cruisers up to help out the Brits up there against the scary subs. But again, unrestricted submarine warfare has been declared, so those subs are no longer as scary, but that's still a lot of subs, so stay tuned. America also went and aligned Cuba and Brazil, and they took out Trinidad too, so that is one original German colony, so they get by having units in that territory, they get 2 IPCs for that. Because it's an original German territory, or Central Power territory, and that also helps pick away at one of Germany's national objectives, that on round 5 or later, this round, Germany they have to control at least 3 or more of their original territories in the Pacific or Trinidad, which honestly, they're set to do that. Right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, they have 4. Yeah, they have 4 left. And then, so I'm guessing this round they'll probably collect that national objective once. As you can see, US came and took out Marshall Islands. Japan took out Carolina and Marianas this turn, previously taking out Qingdao. So Germany's probably going to get that national objective this turn, and then probably never again. But yeah, anyway, on with the show. Okay, that about does it. Oh, China. Again, only the Empire of China has gone. The Republic of China has not gone. There was no conflict. It was just repositioning and moving units around. He basically built, Madman built 2 infantry and artillery in Kiangsu, and kept Szechuan contested, kept units in Chahar, kept units in Shenxi. Pulled everything except a cavalry out of Zhejiang and stockpiled there. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully sooner than later. But anyway, that is the bulk of the round 4. And now I'm going to go ahead and skip China for now and watch Kratfather's Austria-Hungary turn for round 5. And we'll go from there. So anyway, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it, and stay tuned.